So we've already had a look at circular breathing. It's very beautiful, very simple practice, and it's one of the core practices that we're working with. So if you remember, it's simply an aware breath. First of all, it's conscious. Everything about the breath is aware. So you've got the inhale, touching into the transition, but straight into the exhale. From the exhale into the transition, straight into the inhale. I'm drawing it with my hand here because that gives a feeling of the lift of the in-breath. Into the transition and into the exhale. So the first thing with circular breathing is to find the rhythm that works for you. Find your rhythm. Yeah? It doesn't have to be equal, exactly equal inhale and exhale. It's kind of roughly equal-ish. Yeah? So play with the rhythm that really feels right for your body. Get established in that rhythm first of all. We'll do at least 9 breaths here. I'm going to join you in that. And so you're established in your rhythm, whatever that is. And that's a really good beginning. Now find the joy. Remember, we're looking for the nectar within the breath. So find the joy here. And get into savoring the whole circle. Really feeling, enjoying and savoring every single nuance, every moment of the breath in the circle. There's not a completion here. There's not a getting anywhere. Because when the breath stops, you're dead. Yeah? So there's not an end you're looking for. You don't want to look for the end. Yeah? It's about enjoying the moment of breathing, this moment, now, really landing in this. Well, not that there's anything wrong with dying, by the way. It's kind of a natural thing. But that's not what we're looking for here. We're looking for savoring and really landing in this moment of breathing, this moment, and really feeling all the nuances. Slow and steady. Slow and steady is where to begin with. And then we can begin to explore it. We can start to work with speed. How does it feel to do it faster? You can do fast and full. Fast and full. Full inhale, full exhale. And let's do a number of breaths here. Fast and full, and see how that feels. Complete each inhale, complete each exhale, and stay with the circular quality of the breath. Great. So you've got another flavour here, working fast and full. Stay with it for a little bit longer. Notice how it is. You can do it for extended periods of time, of course. Keep going for a little bit more. And then return to slow and steady. And notice how the transition back to slow and steady is. And so far, all we're doing is breathing through the nose. So we could, Here, also find out what it's like to breathe through the mouth and or the nose. So you can breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. Being aware of all the complications of mouth breathing, we're breaking the rules here just to explore for a while. You're certainly not going to do mouth breathing as a lifestyle. And then in through the nose, out through the mouth. And keep going, a number of breaths, playing with those parameters of nose and mouth. Turning it around from time. I'm going back to mouth breathing in and nose breathing out now. And I'm doing 9 breaths here. It's 3 already. Now back to nose breathing in, mouth breathing out. And for me, that feels way better. And we can play with the rhythm. How is it to do a faster inhale? 1, 2, 3. And long, slow exhale. Really finish the exhale. A long, slow exhale. Faster inhale. Long, slow exhale. Faster inhale. Long, slow exhale. Faster inhale. Long, slow exhale. Keep doing that for a few more breaths. And slower inhale, faster exhale. Whether it's through the nose or mouth, and other parameters you can play with. Play with both. Slower inhale. And you can play with, is it a full inhale or a partial inhale? Little inhale, little exhale. And back to full breath. Slow and steady. So within the circular breathing, you can play with a whole range of parameters. Rhythm, speed, nose and mouth, length of the inhale, length of the exhale. So there's a whole range of parameters that you can work with. Another element you can work with is the pelvic floor squeeze at the end of the exhale and beginning the inhale. Yeah? So you can go out breath, squeeze up the pelvic floor, and inhale and carry that squeeze energy through the whole of the inhale. Exhale, relax the pelvic floor. Inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. Exhale, relax the pelvic floor. Inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. And do 27 breaths like that. Try it. And that's going to energize and create a little sexual energy and carry that through the breath work, which again can be very powerful. And the end of the practice, whatever play you're exploring, whatever exploration you're doing, just come back into integration. Come back into slow and steady and integrate that into your body, into your mind. I feel wonderful after just that little exploration. Yeah, and obviously you can take this and explore this and play with this at your leisure in your own time and get really familiar with those different parameters of speed, rhythm, inhale, exhale, drawing in the pelvic floor activity to create that pump of energy through the system. Yeah, so have some fun doing that.